Bonjour, mes amis. Welcome back to my channel. So while I'm eating breakfast, I want to talk to you guys about a controversial topic. Do you guys add milk first to your bowl, or do you guys add cereal first to the bowl? Personally, I add milk first and then add cereal on top because I don't want my cereal to be soggy. I know a lot of people add their cereal first because they say, oh, you get to measure out how much milk you put in and stuff like that, but who likes eating soggy cereal? Doesn't make sense. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think. Are you guys team put milk in first, or are you guys team put cereal in first? Let me know in the comments down below. Now that we got this whole cereal debacle out the way, let's move on to a less controversial topic. Marriage. So if you guys are of Asian or even Middle Eastern descent, I'd say, you guys know how this story goes, right? So when you're a kid, all people care about is when are you gonna go to college? Once you're in college, all they talk about is when are you graduating? Once you graduate, when's your job? And then when are you getting married? Ironically, in most countries, parents wouldn't want their children to get into relationships while they're at school because they think it'll interfere with their studies. But then they expect them to get married right off the bat after graduating or even after getting a job. And in some cultures and countries, it's not that easy. And if you have someone that you're in a relationship with, because there might be other factors to consider, such as having your horoscopes match, or the other person being the same caste, or even race, or even religion as you. With so many factors, that leads to so many possibilities. For example, maybe your parents were okay with you being in a relationship during college, but you were not able to find someone because you were maybe busy, or maybe there wasn't anyone of your type. And it could have been the complete opposite, where, your parents weren't okay with the relationship, but, you got into a relationship, and after you guys graduate or get a job or whatever, your parents aren't okay with the person you chose. Regardless, though, marriage itself is, I'd say, quite a big change. You're gonna have to start sacrificing a bit of your individuality and start to consider your partner as part of yourself, so you guys would be one entity. Change is not easy for a lot of people, and for me personally too, I'd say, change is a bit hard to deal with, but you gotta do what you gotta do. And marriage involves a bit of change, and sometimes change can be scary, but you have to deal with it. It's a huge leap of faith when you really think about it. Those people that were in love when they were in school, in high school, college, when they graduated. Once they got married, they weren't that happy. But then you have, on the other side of the spectrum, people that met through a proposal. They only knew each other for a short period of time, but they got married and, they were really happy with each other. But once you do decide to get married, it's not over yet, because you gotta plan the wedding, and in some cases, it's not done with the wedding. You got a couple more ones too, depending on your culture's wedding preferences or traditions. Some people say that planning the wedding itself is more stressful than getting someone to marry you. I'd say that's true in a way too. If you guys are from an Asian country, you guys know that there are quite a few events that take place. It's not only the wedding, and then there are so many bits and pieces that have to come together to get it done. So yeah, I could see where it could be stressful. I might talk about this more in another video. So let's switch some gears and move on from marriage to the rest of my day. So let's move on to fish tank maintenance. So this is my fish tank, guys. And I don't know whether you guys can see, but it does not have fish. I mean, I used to have a lot of fish, but they have moved on. And now I'm just growing live plants. I mean, it's a pretty good way to grow plants, especially if you don't have a garden. Let me tell you this though. I mean, it's not easy and takes a bit of patience, but it's worth it. Yeah, so if you guys have never grown live plants and you guys have a fish tank, try it out. It's basically underwater gardening. I mean, it's a bit challenging, but it's not undoable. There are lots of guides on YouTube where, you could learn how to grow these plants, and I might do a video on how to grow live plants or, just talk about my experience growing them. There are quite a few plants that are easy to grow and that don't require a lot of maintenance, so it should be easy for a beginner. And it's, I'd say a pretty cool experience having live plants instead of, just plastic plants. Coming back to the maintenance bit of it, so my tank's in my garage and right now it's not that hot and it's an open lid tank, as in there's no lid, so quite a bit of water evaporates. So what I usually do is I scrub the walls of the tank to remove any excess algae and the watermark stains on the glass. And then I just top off the water, and then bi-weekly I add carbon and some other minerals that the plants need for growth. So yeah, just give it a whirl. I mean, if you guys have a fish tank and you guys have never tried growing live plants before, just give it a shot. It's pretty challenging, but fun at the same time. And don't forget to leave a comment down below on whether A, you guys have grown live plants before and what type of plants you guys grow, or B, you guys have never tried it before and wouldn't want to try it and a reason why. Right on, so let's move on to lunch. But before we actually go on to lunch, let me tell you about last night. So last night, me and my dad decided to go out for dinner. We went to a Thai restaurant called Jumpathai. We have been going there for quite a while and their food is pretty delicious. A cool thing about this restaurant is that they have this robot cat that delivers food to your table. I mean, the servers, they grab the food from the robot, but still, it's this adorable cat thing that brings your food. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So we got the spicy crispy chicken, we got chicken chow mein, and we also got cashew shrimp. We asked our waiter to make our food extra spicy, and boy oh boy was that food spicy. Overall, the food was pretty good. I'd say we asked for spicy food, so that's what we got. But the food was pretty tasty. This restaurant usually makes pretty good food. It was a Friday, so it was real busy. It took a bit of time for us to get our food, but that's to be expected. Back to lunch, so I had a bit of leftovers from last night. I decided to go outside, sit near the pool and eat. The weather has been rainy the past couple weeks, but today happened to be a nice, sunny, hot day. So I grabbed my food, went near the pool, decided to, sit by the pool and eat lunch. The water was freezing cold. Even though the sun was out, the water was so cold. I'll tell you what though, it was a nice change from how I usually eat lunch. So what I usually do is I grab my food, sit in front of my laptop, watch a show, and then eat lunch. But yeah, this was a nice change, just to be away from a screen and just be outside and just, enjoy the weather. And I had a bit of company too. These are a couple stray cats that decided to join me near the pool. In the afternoon, me and my dad decided to go out and play a bit of cricket. So we went to a park that was close by. As you guys know, cricket's not famous in America, so there aren't any cricket fields anywhere close by. So, we had to improvise and play on a baseball field. Even though it was only the two of us, it was pretty fun. I'd say the only downside is once you hit the ball far, you gotta go green. But other than that, we had a good time. After playing, we decided to go do a bit of grocery shopping before heading back home. We chose to go to Amazon Fresh, partly because we wanted to get the pizza they have, and because they had the rest of the groceries we needed anyway. Apa? So after grabbing the pizza and groceries, we went straight back home because the Sri Lanka versus New Zealand match was going on and we didn't want to miss it. So this is the vegetarian pizza that I ordered. I also asked them to add chicken and make it well done. And for the rest of the night, it was just watching cricket while eating pizza. The match was really interesting. It was a really close match. It went to the super over because New Zealand scored 6 runs off the last ball to tie the game, and then in the super over, Sri Lanka managed to win. So it was a really, really good match. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more. See you guys next time.